Am I an idiot for refusing to let my stepson return home without punishment after he ruined my daughter's book collection? My biological, 12 years old, daughter Susan likes to collect and read old children's books. She's become an incredible reader. She had problems with reading and learning before, and we were advised to encourage her to read, and ever since she started reading, which she does regularly, her skills improved. She also reads to her 2-year-old sister every night. I have a 16-year-old stepson Levi who can be a hothead sometimes. We don't have a son-dad relationship, but I respect him and he respects me, though he can act quite mean and selfish towards me and his sisters. He'd throw away stuff that belongs to us over small arguments and teases Susan for spending a lot of time to read, calling her grandma. My wife and I discussed his behavior and had conversations and agreed on punishments, but Levi'd go to his dad's place whenever he causes troubles, then have his dad yell at me for wanting to discuss a suitable punishment. Then Levi comes home days later expecting me to let go of what he did every time. It's frustrating. I got a call at work from Susan saying Levi took her entire book collection and threw them in the pool after she refused to lend him and his friends her camera for his trip. My wife helped get them out, but they were wet and some were torn. It was horrific because some of those books are hard to get and meant a lot to Susan as a part of her life. I was so mad at Levi I came home to have a conversation with my wife to decide on a punishment, but he already packed a small bag and went to his dad's. I asked my wife how could she let him basically run after doing this, and she said he called his dad and he came to pick him up after Susan said that I was coming home to deal with the problem. I went to his dad's house and he refused to let me see him. I told him how Levi was hiding from consequences and his dad tried to justify why Levi was acting out by blaming me for how me and Susan treat him. He even said he'd get CPS involved if I ever try to punish him because I'm not his dad, I have no right. Adding what Levi did was a reaction to my daughter being mean to him. He told me to leave because Levi won't come home till I promise not to do anything about what he did and put it in writing. I told him Levi should stay there with him then. He's not to come back till he get proper punishment. His dad argued it's his mom's house too and called my wife and she asked to let this go and we'll figure out some way to resolve it, but I don't think it's fair for Susan to have her books ruined and Levi getting away with it. They're asking me to let it go, but this will only encourage Levi to do worse if I don't deal with it now. It's been 2 weeks and my in-laws say I was out of line for banning Levi from coming home and are telling me to step back, but I refused. Edit 1. Levi's dad thinks that because I'm not his bio dad then I have no right to punish him for whatever he does in the house. In the past his dad caused issues when I used to take Levi's electronics, that his dad bought, as punishment. Then I got talked out of punishing him every time he did something unacceptable, whether to me or his sisters. I've arranged for family therapy but Levi's dad refused to let him go. Edit 2. I'd like to mention that my in-laws said that Levi is willing to apologize to Susan and so this should be enough to get this over with, but I kept saying no and for that I'm being comments. I'm still trying to process Levi's bio dad saying Levi won't go back until OP promises not to punish him. So then OP says, fine, he's not coming back. And then bio dad is like, what? No fair, it's his mom's house too. Like, pick a side, dude. Also NTA. Do not let him back in the house after the way he treated your daughter. His dad wants him to go home but at the same wants to make sure I don't even mention what happened, much less punish Levi. But I refused because this is ridiculous. What message does that send to my daughter when she sees Levi once again getting away with his unacceptable behavior? Despite the pressure, I'm not letting it happen. OP, to answer few of your questions. And forgive me for any mistakes. 1. Taking away electronic was the way I punished Levi in the past. In the first 3 years of meeting him I let my wife handle it, but she did nothing other than just tell him what he did was wrong. 2. I don't think his dad ever punishes him. Levi always compares me to his dad, saying his dad never punishes him or even point out what he did wrong. 3. Like I said, my wife only used to talk to him in the past, now she doesn't even say anything to him aside from asking me to just take it and he'll grow out of this behavior. Levi's relationship with my daughter is like any other siblings, he doesn't tell her she's not his sister or anything. However, he tends to be mean towards her and ruin her stuff or refusing to do what he wants. Lastly, I've attempted to arrange for family therapy but Levi's dad refused to let him go, telling me I'm overstepping for trying to dictate Levi's emotions as he claims.